The intensity of the competition between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese has been a topic of discussion. Caitlin recently shared her thoughts on the dynamics of their rivalry and the incidents that occurred on the court.
If you want to be considered the GOAT, you got to have GOAT-like performances. And Caitlin Clark had a GOAT-like performance.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. No matter which way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I'm just one that competes, and she competed. So I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament.
To be considered the greatest of all time, you need to deliver performances that are nothing short of extraordinary. Caitlin Clark exemplified this with her remarkable performance. It's crucial to note that Angel shouldn't face any criticism for her actions. Competing at such a high level naturally involves some level of trash talk, and this was anticipated throughout the tournament. Both athletes demonstrated their competitive spirit, and that's what makes the game exciting and intense.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. Obviously, as two rookies, getting to share this experience for the first time, it's super rare to be here as a rookie, and then to have two of us here, I think it's just really great overall. I think obviously the fans are going to be very excited about it, but I'm excited to share the court, honestly, with everybody. Meeting new people, this is my first experience here. Obviously, know these two, but everybody else, just getting to know them over the course of the weekend and enjoying the experience.
Caitlin Clark's enthusiasm and openness to new experiences highlight the excitement and camaraderie that come with being part of such a high-level event, especially as a rookie. Her journey is just beginning, and her positive attitude and stellar performances already set her apart as one to watch. As she navigates through her first experience at this event, Caitlin's ability to connect with fellow players and embrace the spirit of the game speaks volumes about her character. It's not just about the on-court achievements, but also about the relationships built and the memories made along the way. Caitlin's presence is a testament to the bright future of the sport, and her journey is one that fans and fellow athletes alike will be eager to follow.
It's just competitiveness. Obviously from the game last year, two great players playing against each other, helping grow the game. So, of course I'm happy to be a part of it because we're helping grow women's basketball. I'm excited. I'm going to Paris, so I'm going to be able to go and just get some time away, work out a little bit, shop. I'm a vintage shopper, so being able to go over there and get some exclusive pieces it's something I'm looking forward to doing. To really worry about those other players. We did a lot of film on those other players, of course, because she wins with 30 and they lose with 30. She has 30, so.
Angel Reese recently shared her thoughts on the competitive nature of the game and her upcoming plans, reflecting on her recent performances and the current state of women's basketball. Angel's excitement extends beyond her on-court achievements. She's looking forward to her upcoming trip to Paris.
Practice facility is amazing, and obviously the court being named after DT, that's something she really deserves, and I think it's super cool. And I think their owner, Matt HBO, has done a great job of not only putting on this whole weekend, but being very invested into their team and giving them all the resources in the world to be great. I think it's something that is needed, and they definitely deserve it. But it's cool for us to share this experience together as two young players in this game, and there's so many young stars. I think it's going to continue to grow forward, and that's kind of what he came and talked to us. Their owner came and talked to us after practice today, and that's what he kind of said. We want this to be the start of continuing to just move the game forward and being celebrated and give you guys everything that you deserve. So I think it was a super cool opportunity.
Caitlin expressed her enthusiasm about the opportunity to be part of this experience and the broader context of young talent in the game. Clark's reflections capture the essence of the current moment in women's basketball, a time of honoring the past, celebrating the present, and eagerly anticipating a bright future for the sport. Her appreciation for the recognition of Diana Taurasi and the support from the team's leadership underscores her commitment to advancing the game and contributing to its growing legacy.
I think it's been the same mindset. When I was in college, Coach Mulkey kind of made it a thing that I need to be getting rebounds, and if I don't get rebounds, then it's not good enough. So I think that's just kind of my mindset, and my teammates expect that out of me. So I try to keep my expectations high and just try to never let my teammates down.
Angel's drive and determination were evident from her college days. Her coach, Kim Mulkey, instilled in her the importance of rebounding and playing tough defense. Angel's commitment to her team and her high expectations for herself have shaped her into the formidable player she is today. Her relentless pursuit of excellence on the court reflects her dedication to not only her personal growth, but also the success of her team. This mindset has driven her to consistently perform at her best, contributing significantly to the game and inspiring her teammates to do the same.
I love Caitlin. We've been competing since we were in AAU. I mean, AAU days, we've always competed. I remember she was at all Iowa Tech.
Obviously, Cheryl, she's like one of the pioneers of our game and just an awesome individual. Like her personality just radiates. Like being around her, it just makes you smile. Like she's just such a cool human. So for her to get to coach us, like super exciting for me. I was super excited when I heard that news. Like just a great opportunity to be around somebody that's given so much to this game and to get to enjoy this, my first experience with her, honestly.
Media exposure. Is there any second guessing here about not having Clark on the Olympic team?
From me? No.
Their competitive history dates back to their early days in AAU, where their rivalry began and continued to evolve over the years. Cheryl's influence and presence are profoundly impactful. Known for her vibrant personality and contributions to the sport, Cheryl has been a source of inspiration and joy for those around her. Angel's excitement about being coached by Cheryl highlights the respect and admiration she holds for this pioneer. Angel cherishes the opportunity to learn from and be around Cheryl, acknowledging the significance of this moment in her career. The excitement of being coached by someone who has profoundly shaped the game adds a special layer to her experience. Despite the intense competition, Angel maintains a clear perspective on team decisions, emphasizing her confidence and focus on the collective goal. Her journey, marked by significant rivalries and guided by influential mentors, continues to shape her path in the sport.
I marveled. It was a tough, I mean, we talked about her having to take tough shots, tough threes.
No, they did personally ask me, but I just want to enjoy my first All-Star and just being able to watch everything and enjoy the moment.
With a shooter, not just a shot taker, but a shot maker. Welcome in Caitlin Clark, the phenomenal freshman out of Iowa.
Something's afoot, okay? Happy Black History Month. But Iowa just played Maryland, and there was definitely a disparity in coverage between two main players, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now,
Angel acknowledges the challenging shots Caitlin Clark takes and appreciates the skill required. Despite the competitive edge, there's mutual respect for each other's abilities. Angel is eager to savor her first All-Star experience, focusing on the joy of the moment and the thrill of being part of such a significant event. The introduction of Caitlin Clark highlights her impressive talent and impact as a freshman at Iowa. Angel recognizes Caitlin as both a formidable competitor and a remarkable shooter. Angel notes the media coverage disparity between her and Caitlin, especially in the context of their recent game between Iowa and Maryland. This observation brings attention to broader issues of representation and recognition in sports.
I mean, I have quite a few obligations that I have to go to. I mean, a lot, honestly, with brand partners, so my schedule is pretty packed on top of everything else that I have to do. And I mean, honestly, the thing I'm most excited for is obviously to get a break and to enjoy that, and then obviously enjoy all the festivities that the WNBA has to offer this weekend, and continue to grow the game in that way. I think honestly, once I get back to Indianapolis and once the season ends, like getting into the community there, like that's my new home, and enjoying that and connecting with them, because I just moved to the city and like I didn't really get to meet them or know them or really get involved in the community that much. Like, I just started playing basketball there. That's all I do.
Angel's schedule is filled with numerous commitments, from brand partnerships to various obligations, reflecting her growing influence both on and off the court. Amidst her busy schedule, Angel looks forward to taking a well-deserved break and fully immersing herself in the All-Star Weekend festivities. Her enthusiasm for the event highlights her commitment to contributing to the growth of women's basketball. Angel's dedication extends beyond the court as she expresses her desire to connect with the Indianapolis community. Moving to a new city and diving straight into her basketball career has limited her interaction with the local community, but she is eager to change that once the season ends. Her commitment to community involvement underscores her holistic approach to her role as both an athlete and a community member.
Looking back, I think, well, first of all, this is like one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, is coming here.
What she did, you know, I honestly didn't see it when the game was going on.
I think we were just resilient. You know, when they punch us in the mouth, we always found a way to answer.
Caitlin's all about winning, like it's in her DNA.
Why do you care so much about winning?
I think, especially when I was younger, I really struggled with understanding losing, and my parents did not really appreciate that at all. Whenever I would lose, when I was in either softball, basketball, whatever it was, I would just cry. That was my immediate reaction, because I couldn't comprehend why wasn't I winning. Like, all I wanted to do was win, no matter if it was a board game, a card game, really anything. Like, I just was going to do whatever it took to win. I got in trouble in school all the time for wanting to win so bad. I got kicked out of PE class because I was so competitive. I had to have a meeting with my parents because I was cared so much about PE class. But I think it's been something that I've been able to balance.
Nobody ever said that you will get a perfect record.
Especially as my career's gone on. And I think that's super important playing on this stage is, you know, nobody ever said you're going to have a perfect record. And a lot of the losses in my career have really fueled me to be who I am today.
For Caitlin, each loss only fuels her to come back stronger.
Whether it was getting upset my sophomore year in the round of 32 to Creighton, probably one of the worst losses in my entire basketball career, but I'm not sure if I don't have that loss, are we as good? I don't think so.
Caitlin learned the most valuable lesson for herself.
So I think being able to learn that and understand that as my career's gone on has been really important for myself.
How did you develop your range and confidence? You know, the logo 3 is your thing. Why? How?
You want to nail those long shots? It's all about building up that strength.
Honestly, I think it's come with just developing strength more than anything. And also, I think the way people guard me, it makes me more difficult to guard. Their defense has to stretch out more. And it wasn't something I always did early in my career here as a freshman.
Caitlin's got this cool way of shooting where it's all about her legs powering the shot, not her arms.
I did it a little bit, but I think sophomore year, as I had a year of strength and conditioning under my belt, you could really see my body was kind of starting to come into its own. My legs got a lot stronger, my arms got a lot stronger. And I think the biggest thing is a lot of my shooting form, a lot of it comes from my legs. I don't really shoot with my arms, and I think that's super important. My balance is really good. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is I grew up watching a lot of basketball. I loved Steph Curry. I was never I need to make really long 3-pointers. It was just kind of something that evolved in my game and something that I really embraced and the crowd embraced and fans embraced. So, it's probably people's favorite part of my game. And it definitely, I think, helps my team. It just spaces the floor so much. It makes us that more difficult to guard.
Do you have a favorite shot you've ever hit?
Favorite shot I've ever hit? Oh, that's tough. I would probably say the Indiana shot. If I had to pick one shot, the Indiana buzzer beater last year.
Martin looking. Here's Clark. She fires and goes! She hit it!
Well, Michigan, the record-breaking shot here. I probably picked that. I don't know. There's been a lot of really good shots.
There's just too many, you can't choose them.
I know.
Caitlin explains why she chose to go to Iowa.
When you got to Iowa, why did you decide to come here?
Oh, man. Looking back, I think, well, first of all, this is one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life is coming here. And I was really torn about where I was going to go, whether it was going to be Notre Dame or whether it was going to be here. And obviously Notre Dame's an amazing place, and Coach McGraw was, you know, an idol to me growing up, and it was like, how can I not want to go to Notre Dame? Like, it's Notre Dame. But I felt in my heart like I had to be here, like something was really pulling me here, and obviously this is my home state, and I wanted to represent my state, and I wanted to do something that really hadn't been done for a really long time. Obviously, we hadn't been to the Final Four since 1993, and Coach C. Vivian Stringer had really built this program to be a powerhouse, and obviously Coach Bluder has done really amazing things, been to the Elite Eight, been to Sweet 16s, but our goal was to get back to the Final Four, and that's what Coach Bluder always pitched to me, and I just loved that challenge. Like, I really wanted a challenge, and something about it, I was like, I can't pass this up, and I think that's the main reason I came here.
Caitlin tells us about the most difficult decision she had to make.
What went into your decision to go to the WNBA?
Yeah, I think it was definitely a difficult decision just because you have two such amazing options. So it's like, how am I going to choose and be able to pick one when you want to be able to do both? And I think the biggest thing for myself, it was just, you know, I'm kind of ready for something new, a new challenge, a new chapter. And I feel like I've really given my heart and soul to this place. And that's what's going to make it so hard to leave. But that is also what gives me so much confidence in myself of going to the next level, is I've given this place everything, and I'm leaving here with no regrets. And obviously, there's still so much time left. Like, I want to be a national champion, and that's our goal. And I think that also played into it of, you know, I want to just be free in March. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to have the closure of knowing, you know, this is going to be my last few times on the court with my teammate. I don't want to have to be up in question of, like, is this our last time? Is it not? It's just like, this is going to be it for me, and I'm very confident in that, and I'm happy with that decision, and I think it's going to allow me to soak it all in and really feel all the emotions, and even the same for my teammates, and they can get all the flowers that they deserve too, and allow my family to enjoy it as well. So, like I said, I'm just very excited and happy for the future, but also my main focus is taking this team as far as we can go, and I think this decision's also going to just help me do that too.
Yeah, here with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, I know you guys are used to playing in front of sellout crowds, but the Footprint Center is a very hard place to play. You guys got the win. What was the mindset going into this one to get a dub?
I think we were just resilient. You know, when they punch us in the mouth, we always found a way to answer. I think people stepped up when their number was called and they were put into the game, and I thought we came out and started the second half well and really just found a way and dug deep and made plays when we needed to.
Kelsey Mitchell's impact on this game, it's massive. Like, she's shifting gears with every move.
One of those people that stepped up when their name was called is Kelsey Mitchell. She was an absolute bucket for you guys. How huge was she in this win tonight?
Yeah, she was huge. You know, she never shies away from the moment. She made some huge shots for us, but she's just poised, very poised. You can see it in her face, like she wants to be in those moments, so I'm super proud of her.
Obviously, a lot was made of this matchup between yourself and Diana Taurasi. I know she's one of your idols. How big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her, and obviously a really great game, and like you said, this crowd was absolutely incredible. Well, I was trying to get the crowd to be quiet because I think it was Aaliyah was shooting a free throw, or somebody was shooting a free throw, and I was like, I appreciate it, but just trying to get them to be quiet. But obviously it's really cool. I mean, my teammates have been finishing the ball really, really at a high rate. Like, my assist numbers, that's because of them. Like, just finding them in positions to be successful, whether it's AB, whether it's Liz. Thought we've done a really good job of that. And but yeah, I guess it's cool.
Matt, go ahead. Yeah, Caitlin, to go off that, when you pulled down the 10th rebound, the crowd went crazy. Did you know then that you had the triple-double?
I did, yeah. I honestly wasn't like too aware, but like I think everybody was a little confused as to why they were going so nuts over a rebound. I mean, they can do that every time, I guess, but it was a little different.
And Caitlin, what is this last 3-game stretch maybe have you learned about this group? The fact that you were hung in there with Vegas, almost had that, and then got Phoenix before then. Like, it feels like you guys are hitting a stride right now.
What makes her team different from others in the league?
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely playing good basketball. I feel like we're definitely finding some confidence in what we're being able to do out there on the court. We're playing together better. But I think like the biggest difference for us has been when teams make runs, we don't crumble. I think
what did the Liberty get up? Their biggest lead was 11 there in the third, and we just found a way to stay resilient and kind of close the gap, or that might have even been in the fourth quarter. Like, we always believed we were in the game, and for us, like, I think that's where we've kind of been able to change our mindset and really just stay together and attack it together. And when we got down 6 with 3 minutes to play, like, that's nothing for us. Like, that's 2 possessions, and that's exactly what it was. The next 2 possessions after that timeout. Yeah, I mean, it happens, and those free throws when you have to shoot them with nobody at the line are kind of hard.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Caitlin's out there, not sure if Angel's messing with her head.
Caitlin, can you tell us at the end of the game what happened? There's a lot blown up on Twitter about Angel Reese following you around, pointing to her ring finger and taunting you.
Honestly, I have no idea. I was just trying to get to the handshake line and shake hands and,
Take a moment to feel good about what you've done and keep your chin up.
be grateful that my team was in that position. That's all you can do is, hold your head high, be proud of what you did, and, all the credit in the world to LSU. They were tremendous. They deserve it.
Camogi's like the all-star coach you wish you had, dropping wisdom from the legends.
They had a tremendous season. Kim Mulkey coached them so well. She's one of the best basketball coaches of all time, and it shows. And she only said really kind things to me in the handshake line, so I'm very grateful for that too. But honestly, I have no idea.
Caitlin's just soaking in those last moments on the court with her starting crew.
And I was just trying to, spend the last few moments on the court with, especially the 5 people that I've started 93 games with, and relishing every second of that.
For Caitlin, it's a big step, even if it's just a baby one for the WNBA.
I'm sure it will be a big first step for me, but it's just one step for the WNBA. Thanks to all the great players like Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper, the great Dawn Staley, and my basketball hero, Maya Moore. These are the women that kicked down the door so I could walk inside.
Indiana Fever couldn't keep up that momentum they had going for 3 quarters.
It just seemed like the ball got really stuck. I don't know, we didn't move it side to side like we had for 3 quarters, we were really good. I just felt like we didn't execute. It just felt like we kind of let them take them. When they went on a little run, we could never find a way to respond, and that's what happens in basketball runs. So you got to find a way to always respond, and I don't think we executed any sort of set.
What does it take to get out of a funk like that? Whether it's a message in a timeout, big possession, anything, something like that.
Yeah, I think we could have tried to stay together and kind of huddle a little bit more. I thought we kind of fell apart a little bit as a team, and the more you can stay together, like especially in an environment like that, like that's what they want to do to you, like the crowd, like they're obviously rooting for them. Like you can't let that bother you. You got to stay connected as the 5 on the floor, and I thought we could have definitely done a little bit better in that area. I mean, sure, you can wish it. I'm sure there was an opportunity or two for me to probably attempt another shot there at the end, but I trust my teammates. Obviously, 13 assists, that means my teammates scored off of 13 of my passes. Like, it's a really great number. So I'm going to give them the ball every time and give them an opportunity to score. I believe in them. And obviously, Kels had a great game. I thought AD was really good. I thought we were really good out of ball screen action for 3 quarters. And then we kind of just struggled to even get to it. And obviously, but it wasn't our offense. Our offense was never the problem. We scored 87 points, and we really didn't execute the entire fourth quarter. We just fouled. We have to stop fouling.
Angel, especially in those last, first early whole fourth quarter, Angel really kind of off. But then just kind of what you think, why do you think that's what I did with the singer? What do you think she did tonight?
Yeah, I thought she ran really well in transition. I think she got a couple and ones in transition. Obviously, she played a really great game. I think they definitely knew to be physical with us. I think they probably watched the Dream film and saw that we fouled them nonstop. And in Atlanta, we were able to get away with that. And then obviously tonight, putting them at the foul line 32 times, we put Atlanta at the foul line 35 times. Like, teams like this, you're not going to get away with that. Like, it's not going to work usually like that.
Props to Indiana for making it to Atlanta, despite all those fouls.
It was impressive that we won at Atlanta with how much we fouled. And all the times giving up and ones, like Angel had quite a few and ones there in the fourth, but
I thought she played a really great game. So what's going through my mind is I need to make these 2 free throws. That's all I'm thinking about. It's just a part of basketball. It is what it is. She's trying to make a play on the ball and get the block. But yeah, I mean, it happens. And those free throws, when you have to shoot them with nobody at the line, are kind of hard. So it's a little different than having people at the line. So I was just trying to focus on making those.
Yeah, to be honest, they destroyed us all 3 prior matchups, so I think it adds a little chip on your shoulder. We didn't feel like we really gave them a good game, but this was a big one. I'm happy for our crowd. I thought we were really resilient. I think we were down 6 with 3 minutes to play and made 2 big plays to tie the game up and then held them to 3 points in the last 3 minutes, so pretty good basketball for us.
You mentioned resilience. What did you learn about this team today?
Never fell apart. I mean, we were up, 14 in the first quarter, second quarter, and they were going to go on their run. They made their runs, but we always just stayed together, and we found a way to respond and take the lead back.
The history for you now. The first rookie triple-double in WNBA history, and then the first for this franchise. What does that mean to you, Caitlin?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're playing good team basketball. Like, my teammates are finishing really well around the rim, and I want to find them. It would have been nice if I could have made a couple more threes. They gave me some good looks, but just happy for our group, a great win, great for our fans, and that's just fun basketball.
I would agree with Kels. I don't think there is a magic wand, because I think there's so many areas where we can still improve across the board for not only basketball, but all women's sports.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's cool to see how far we've come in just the last few years. And obviously, I went to the University of Iowa. That was, on the forefront of Title IX and Dr. Grant and everything that she did. So obviously, Coach Bluter always preached that to us, and how fortunate we were to be at a university that really supported women's athletics and wanted that to be an opportunity for all of us and treated us the exact same as every other men's sport on campus. And so I was very fortunate in that regard. And but like I said, there is no magic wand. There's so many areas that you can't just focus on one. And slowly over time, I think we can certainly get there.
Seems like Angel and her crew are closing in on Caitlin right from the get-go.
Yeah, I think just reading whether they're trapping me or early right away and just getting it out of my hands. I think that's been the biggest difference. I also think I've been getting trapped less. I think if you look at the stats, I haven't been getting trapped quite as much, but I think I've done a really good job at deciphering exactly what they're doing. And I think just like me and AV's connection has improved a little bit. And Liz, I think just the chemistry and getting to play with one another, you kind of get on the same page with your minds a little bit better. So it's definitely improved. And I think even when I do hit AV right in the middle, if they rotate over, AV's done a great job of swinging it to the next side, and we've been able to hit shooters and long shots out.
What do you think about what happened on Sunday between you and Angel?
Honestly, I haven't been on social media a ton since, we lost. But I think the biggest thing is, it was a competitive, super, super fun game. And I think that's what's going to bring more people to our game. I think the viewership speaks for itself over the past, tournament run. But even before that, our Big Ten tournament championship game had, huge amount of viewers as well. So, I'm just lucky to be on that stage, competing against some of the best players. And I think people are really starting to realize how good our game is, how good the product is. So when you turn on the TV, they understand it. They keep coming back for more. But, all the credit in the world to LSU. They played tremendous. I think the biggest thing is, we're all competitive. We all show our emotions in a different way. Angel's a tremendous, tremendous player. I have nothing but respect for her. I love her game. The way she rebounds the ball, scores the ball is absolutely incredible. I'm a big fan of her, and even the entire LSU team. Like I said, they played an amazing game. So, I don't think there should be any criticism for what she did. I honestly didn't see it when the game was going on. Like I said, I haven't been on social media really at all. I'm just trying to reflect back on, what this team did and enjoy every single second with my teammates, because, we have 2 really good seniors that are moving on from our team that have given a lot. And, they've been some of my best friends, while I've been here at the University of Iowa. So I'm just lucky enough that, I got to play on that stage and have that opportunity with them. And I believe I get to play for one of the best coaches of all time, and Coach Bluter.
Coach Butter's got Caitlin's back like no one else, believing in her with everything.
She believes in me more than anybody ever has. So, I'm just more than anything